Hello students, we are discussing a chapter called Environmental Issues. In the previous class, we discussed the different concepts in this chapter. So, the first concept is the pollution and pollutants. So, we know that pollution is an undesirable change in physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of air, soil, and water. Such undesirable change is called pollution. The substance which causes the pollution is called pollutants. So, there are different types of environmental pollutions we are going to see in this chapter. The first one is air pollution. So, in this concept, we studied the effect of air pollution and a prevention of air pollution as well as causes of air pollution. In the prevention of air pollution, we studied the a one a preventing measure called as a electrostatic precipitator as well as methods to reduce the vehicular pollution. In that vehicular pollution, we studied the a use of CNG, compressed natural gas, okay, as well as a new auto fuel policy to cut down the vehicular pollution. Next is water pollution. In the water pollution, we studied the BOD, biological oxygen demand, then algal blooms, biomagnification, eutrophication, its causes, effects, then a noise pollution, thermal pollution, thermal pollution. Fine. Then a solid waste. In the solid waste, a hospital waste, electronic waste, agrochemical waste, as well as radioactive waste. These are the topics concept we studied in the previous class. Now we are going to study a very important concept is called greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. In this concept, we are going to study what is meant by greenhouse effect, which are the gases responsible for greenhouse effect, then global warming, then effect of global warming, controlling measures of global warming. These are the a concept we are going to study in this class. Okay. Let us study one by one. First, greenhouse effect is defined as the progressive warming of Earth's surface due to an increase of greenhouse gases is called greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect, or in other words also defined as the phenomenon that occurs in greenhouse, sorry, in other words also we define as the greenhouse effect is the increased warming of the earth caused by the rise in carbon dioxide content of air. Okay, then which are the gases responsible for the greenhouse effect? The greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, CFC, which means chlorofluorocarbon, and water vapors. Water vapors. Yes. What is the significance of greenhouse effect? It is essential to make earth warmer for organism to live. Otherwise, earth will have frozen temperature around minus 18 degrees centigrade. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಟು ಅರ್ಥನ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಇಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಆ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅರ್ಥನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸು ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೋಲ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಫ್ರೋಝನ್. ಸೊ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ -18 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್, some of the living organisms on the earth will not able to survive. Then exactly how the greenhouse effect is taken place, how it is occurs. The greenhouse effect as well as global warming, we are going to study it simultaneously. So the greenhouse effect, it is a cause of air pollution. In greenhouse effect, the temperature of the earth increases and causes a global warming. The greenhouse is a glass house where the green plants are rare. In the glass house, the temperature will be slightly higher than that of outside. The glass allows the sunlight to pass into the glass house. The sunlight heats the floor of the greenhouse and the floor reflects the IR rays. IR means infrared radiations. Then the glass does not allow the infrared radiation to go outside. Then a part of the radiation is absorbed by the glass and another part is reflected back into the greenhouse. Hence, the glass house gets heated up. Certain gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbon, water vapor, these we are called as a greenhouse gases. These function as a glasses in a glass house. They form a layer about 20 km above the earth's surface. The greenhouse gases allow the sunlight to pass through them. Then the sunlight heats the earth and earth reflects infrared radiation. The greenhouse gases reflect the infrared radiation back to the earth. This process warms up the earth. Finally, the warming increases the proportionally to increasing in the concentration of greenhouse gases. Such greenhouse gases are released by in large amount industries, automobiles, deforestation, burning of fuels, decomposition of organic material, etc. And this is about a concept of greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. So ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. So how naturally the greenhouse effect simultaneously global warming is taken place. First, the heating up of earth due to greenhouse effect is called global warming. Or increase in mean temperature of earth due to greenhouse gases is called global warming. In different way we are going to define a global warming. The term greenhouse effect has been derived from a phenomenon that occurs in greenhouse. In a greenhouse, the glass panel lets the light in but does not allow heat to escape. Therefore, the green warms up very much like inside a car that has been parked in the sun for a few hours. ಆ ಥರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಸೀಸನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸನ್ಲೈಟಿಂದ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಕಾರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಸಮೇತ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೌಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವೋ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. The greenhouse effect is naturally occurring phenomenon that is responsible for heating of Earth's surface and atmosphere. Without greenhouse effect, the average temperature at surface of Earth would have been chilly or colder condition, that is minus 18 degrees centigrade, rather than the present average 15 degree centigrade. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ. The clouds and gases reflect about 1/4 of the incoming solar radiation and absorb it, but half of the incoming solar radiation falls on the Earth's surface, heating it, while small portion is reflected back. The Earth's surface re-emits heat in the form of infrared radiation, but some part of this does not escape into space because of atmospheric gases like carbon dioxide, methane, etc. Then the molecule of these gases radiate heat energy, and a major part of which again comes on Earth's surface. Thus, the Earth will be heating up once again and again. The greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane are majorly and as well as commonly responsible for the greenhouse effect. Increase in the level of greenhouse gases has led to considerable heating up of Earth, leading to global warming or enhanced greenhouse effect. So during the past century, the temperature of the Earth has increased by 0.6 degrees centigrade. 0.6 degree centigrade. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಅರ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಂದಾಗಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದರ್ ನಾನ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಟ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ವೆನ್ ದ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್, ಓಕೆ, ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೀಟೆಡ್ ಅಪ್. ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅರ್ಥಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಾಲ್ ಆದಾಗ ಆ ಅರ್ತ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ rays or goes back to the atmosphere. Those rays we are called as infrared rays. So these rays are present below the atmosphere, in between the atmosphere as well as the earth. Then what happens, the temperature will be increases in this region. This temperature is caused due to the greenhouse gases, because the infrared rays will not move or cross the atmosphere, because some of the greenhouse gases able to trap such infrared rays. Then the infrared rays able to increase the temperature. That is called as a global warming due to the greenhouse effect. When we are move on to a small concept about the greenhouse gases, the greenhouse gases are produced by, we know that, a different type of industries like automobile, agricultural products and other deforestation, decomposition of organic materials. Among the greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide has the most harmful gas. It is produced by burning fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, etc. in industries, thermal power station, automobiles, railways, aircrafts, etc. The plants and animals release the carbon dioxide by respiration. Burning of firewood and forest fire also release the carbon dioxide. The coolants used in refrigerators and air conditions release the CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. Methane is produced by bacteria living in the gut of cattle, that is in the stomach of the cattle. It is also produced by decomposition of dead bodies of plants and animals. The greenhouse gases form a layer about 20 kilometers above the surface of Earth. Then they allow the sunlight to pass through the earth. Then they are reflect back. Those a rays, those a rays or radiations we are called as infrared radiation. The greenhouse gases prevent the escape of the infrared rays. They reflect back to the portion of infrared rays to the earth, and earth able to absorb the such rays. Where the earth able to absorb the infrared rays, that part will be a warm. That is called as a global warming. This helps the earth to remain warm at about 15 degrees centigrade. The greenhouse gases are necessarily evil when they are present in the optimum amount. It is very important point. The greenhouse gases are necessary evil when they are present in the optimum amount. They keep the earth warm at an average temperature is 15 degrees centigrade. The greenhouse gases bring about the effects similar to the glass house, hence they are called greenhouse gases. Okay. When come to the global warming, the overheating of earth by increasing the amount of greenhouse gases is called global warming. The earth is kept warm at average 15 degrees centigrade by greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, CFCs, etc. The greenhouse gases form a layer about the 20 km above the earth. They trap the so if the greenhouse gases concentration is less, then the greenhouse gases will not able to trap the infrared radiation. Then what happens? The global warming will not able to occur. If the greenhouse gases concentration is more in the atmosphere, then they trap the infrared radiations of the earth and keep the earth warm at average temperature of 15 degrees centigrade. The optimum amount of greenhouse gases keeps the earth warm at optimum level. But now the industries, automobiles, aircraft, railways, forest fire and other industries able to release maximum or a high amount of greenhouse gases. These maximum amount of greenhouse gases concentration leads the increasing in global temperature or global warming. In the last century, there was a increase at 0.6 degrees centigrade at global level. It is estimated that rising the temperature will be 0.5 degrees centigrade for every 10 years. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ 0.5 ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅರ್ಥದರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ 2050 ದ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ 4 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಡ್. This temperature is unfavorable to the living organism in an earth. So the global warming leads to the melting of ice in the polar regions. This will lead to rise in sea level. If the sea level is raised, the low laying towns and cities will go under the sea. Finally, the global warming also leads to the climatic change, like decreasing in rainfall, depletion of ozone and net reduction in the global food production. Main ಆಗಿ food production ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Finally, the harmful effects of a global warming or greenhouse effect. The polar ice caps will be melt, causing an increase in sea level. When the sea level increases, the low-lying coastal towns, cities, villages will be swallowed by this sea. The drastic changes in global climate, melting of ice leads the floods in the river. The rainfall will be affected. The food production will be decreases. The ozone will be depleted. High temperature may harmful to the life of the man. Next, how we are going to prevent this global warming are responsible for a greenhouse gases. The preventive measures like first one, the fuels such as petrol, coal, diesel, etc. can be replaced by non-pollutant agents such as electric current, sunlight, etc. Burning of firewood in the kitchen may be substituted by non-polluting fuels such as gas, LPG gas, electric current, etc. Forest fire should be prevented. More and more trees must be grown. Trees, some the trees consume carbon dioxide during the photosynthesis. The carbon dioxide produced in industries should be pumped underground. The use of chlorofluorocarbons in refrigerators and air conditioners may be substituted by hydrofluorocarbons. The people must be educated on the harmful aspects of greenhouse effects by conducting awareness program. Then next. So these are the preventing, as well as one more thing is there, control of global warming. Reduce, already I discussed the reduce of fossil fuels, improving the efficiency of energy use, reducing the deforestation, promoting a afforestation program, slowing down growth of human population, international initiative to be taken to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. So here one thing is there, in the effect of global warming, the deleterious changes in the environment and resulting in odd climatic change, unusual climatic change we call unusual climatic change. In this deleterious change of the environment, the best example is El Nino effect. Nino effect, it is the warm phase and is associated with a band of warm ocean water. It means develops in central and east central equatorial Pacific area, or in other words, an abnormal warming of surface of ocean water in eastern tropical Pacific area. Such El Nino effect called as a southern oscillation or ENSO. Then the increased melting of polar ice caps as well as other places like Himalayan snow caps. Rise in sea level that can submerge the many coastal areas like cities and other areas. So this is about the greenhouse effect, greenhouse gases, global warming, effect of global warming, control and prevention of global warming. Next class we are going to study a ozone depletion. Thank you.